Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Brandon, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Giants Connected Franchise Mode, where we have a must-win game coming up because we're currently 0-2 and need a win today against the Cardinals. So let's go ahead, jump right into it, and get this game started. And we're back in MetLife Stadium for this NFC matchup where we start out on offense, and of course, we're going to begin with a couple handoffs to Saquon Barkley as he comes up big, converting on this 3rd and 2. Then to the air, Brissett is able to find McCole Hardman to get us into Cardinal territory, and then on a big 3rd and 7, looks over the middle and is able to squeeze it into the window to Mike Gesicki to get us into the red zone, where on this 3rd and 1, we hand it off to Saquon to make it 1st and goal, where he once again gets the handoff, fights into the end zone, and we're up 7-0. Our first drive on defense starts out with us getting them to a 3rd down, but Kyler Murray is able to find Evan Ingram to convert, and then the very next play goes right back to Ingram, this time over the middle, gets it into our 30-yard line, and they are moving. Fortunately, we get them to a 3rd and 6, but they convert yet again, this time making it 1st and goal. But luckily, we were able to get a little bit of pressure for a sack on both 1st and goal, and then once again on 3rd and goal to force them to take their 3. Now back on offense, we'd obviously love to take advantage of a little 2-minute drill here, but on 2nd and 9, Brissett is quickly sacked. And then 3rd and 20, Saquon is able to go nowhere, and the ball goes back to the Cardinals as Kyler Murray is finding his receivers nearly to the 50, then finds Evan Ingram to our 40, and then Ingram yet again who gets it to our 25-yard line before the Cardinals would take their 3 to make it 7-6 at halftime. The Cardinals start out the second half with the ball and a handoff to James Conner, who finds a nice lane and picks up the 1st. Try to replicate it on the next play where Henry Anderson forces a fumble and we recover for a huge momentum swing there. Now back on offense with a huge opportunity to take advantage of, and we're handing the ball off to Saquon Barkley. 1st and 10, he gets us inside the 10 to make it 1st and goal, where he gets the handoff, is met at the 2 and fights into the end zone, and we're up 8. Back on offense, the Cardinals know they need a score here, and they start by going back to James Conner, who has a nice run there, and then is able to pick up another 1st on 2nd and 1 here. But on 3rd down, Kyler Murray makes a bad throw, and as they try to go for a field goal, it is a fake, and we stop it. Great work by our special teams, and we are really in the driver's seat now. We come back out on offense with a chance to ice the game, and Saquon is starting it out beautifully, and we just keep converting 1st downs. You see another one there by McCole Hardman. And whereas we're into the 4th quarter now, Saquon also being a weapon in the passing game and the running game. And we are just chewing through the clock, converting a 3rd and inches there. And as we hit the 2-minute warning, Saquon is stuffed, and we will take a field goal and be up 2 possessions. The Cardinals come out needing a miracle, and they know it as they're flinging the ball through the air, including this 3rd and 8 to Evan Ingram. But on 2nd and 5, Kyler Murray is chased and sacked, and although they go no huddle, the clock runs out, and that is your ball game. The Giants beat the Cardinals by a final score of 17-6, thanks to a strong day by Jacoby Brissett going 9 for 9, and another phenomenal day by Saquon Barkley, which had the game-winning touchdown. We get our 1st win of the season. Now, we did have to sim our first game against the Cowboys because I was at Thon all weekend, and although it unfortunately gave us a loss, I don't regret my decision at all because Thon was an amazing experience, and we have a chance to make ourselves 2-3 against the Saints here, so let's go ahead and get right into it. We started off on offense on a rainy day, so of course we were going to be running the ball a lot, but on 3rd and 5, Saquon was stopped just short. And of course, we decided to go for it on 4th and 2. We ID'd the mic, handed it off up the middle to Saquon, and he had a huge 1st down for us there. and he kept that going all the way down the field inside to the 26, but on 3rd and 11, this ball was swatted away, and we started off our first drive with 3. Now on defense, and the Saints came out throwing with rookie quarterback Tanner McKee, and it started off really well, but on 3rd and 5, he was pressured, which forced an incompletion, and our offense to come back out on the field. Saquon started us off with a 3rd down conversion there before a sketchy pass was caught by Mike Gesicki, and on 3rd and 3, Saquon was stopped a yard short, but on 4th and 1, he was able to convert, and we were on the Saints' territory. 3rd and 6, Saquon was stopped just a yard short, and I made the mistake of keeping it with Jacoby Brissett, and we turned the ball over on downs, putting it back in the hands of the Saints. McKee came out throwing, but that one was picked off by Eli Apple over the middle, and it was our football. And although we were able to find Mike Gesicki wide open over the middle, he was only able to get it to about the 10, and the score was 3-0 going into halftime. The Saints came out with the football to start the second half and went right back to throwing as Tyler McKee was able to find his receivers, including Alvin Kamara, out of the backfield, and they were even able to convert a 3rd and 1 on the ground. Then on 2nd and 10, McKee found Chris Olave over the middle, who put up a stiff arm, threw a man off his back, and got into the end zone. And as the Saints went up 7-3, it was time to see how our offense responded. Jacoby Brissett came out looking to throw, threw it over the middle, and it was picked off by Marcus May, and the Saints had a golden opportunity now. Their offense came right back out on the field, and they continued right where they left off as they got it to 1st and goal, where Alvin Kamara was stopped just short, but on 3rd and 2, he was able to go right up the middle and punch it in to give them a 14-3 lead. We came back out on offense, though, and had our own running back, with Saquon Barkley able to convert both through the ground and in the air as we were across midfield, and then McCole Hardman was able to get us inside the 30. Then on 2nd and 5, Brissett found Mike Gesicki to make it 1st and goal before going back to Hardman, who got in the end zone to make it a 1-score game, and we would go for 2 with the handoff going to Saquon, and we were down by just 3 points. It was then time to see if our defense could get the stop we needed, as Alvin Kamara started off by getting it to 2nd and inches, and they were able to convert going back to Chris Olave. And on 2nd and 7, McKee was pressured and sacked by Kayvon Thibodeau, and on a big 3rd and 17, the pressure got to him again with another sack, and we got the ball back with a chance not just to tie, but to win this game. With 2:29 left and all 3 of our timeouts, we were able to use the ground game a little bit, and we had back-to-back handoffs to Saquon, and on 3rd and 4, we gave it right back to him, and he was able to convert a big 1st down. Although time was not on our side, we continued to hand it off to Saquon, and he continued to get 1st downs, but on 2nd and 10, we found Mike Gesicki through the air, who got us to the 35-yard line, before going right back to Saquon, who made a man miss and was able to get us inside the red zone to the 15. Then we went right back to Saquon, who found a good hole up the middle, and we called our 2nd timeout at the 6 with just 16 seconds left. We came out, ID'd the mic on a read option. Brissett handed off to Saquon, who had a huge hole and got into the end zone, and we retook the lead with just 14 seconds left. The Saints then came out for what would be the final play of the game. McKee looking to throw, needing a prayer on the Hail Mary. He launched it deep downfield, and that one was swatted away, and the New York Giants won by a final score of 18-14 and moved their record up to 2-3 on the season, thanks to an exceptional day by Saquon Barkley, nearly 150 yards. And just like that, we were 2-3 on the season.